Welcome to Crops, Cattle, and Charley. I'm Charley Martinez, and I am joined today by Aaron Smith and the University of Tennessee Livestock Economist Andrew Griffith, who's with the Department of Agriculture and Resource Economics. Dr. Griffith is going to be discussing potential struggles and issues with summer grilling meat demand through a slowing economy. So, Dr. Griffith, how may summer grilling meat demand be different this year given the current situation?
Well, there's several different things to think about. This is mainly on the beef sector when you really get down to it when we think about summer grilling. And you have anything, you can think about at home grilling, you can think away from home food grilling, but we can go anywhere from people putting hamburgers on the grill to high-end steaks on the grill, or people that like to eat that brisket. There's a lot of people in the brisket business. And so when we get down to it, when we have people staying at home, number one, there's a lot of cuts that people don't even know how to prepare at home. And so that's going to be an issue. But before you ever even get to that issue, when you have folks that are out of work, they're not bringing in the same income. Even if we get out of this situation and we get people back to work and they're bringing in income, they have bills that they're trying to catch up on. All of a sudden, they're not going out there to buy those high-end cuts. They cut back into probably more of a ground meat type of grilling because they don't have the disposable income available to buy higher end cuts of beef. Another thing that's really going to hit demand, I realize all of us miss ESPN, even though I don't watch it. And I don't watch a whole lot of sports, but you think about all the sporting events and what are the things that are common at sporting events? A lot of beef items, beef hot dogs, hamburgers. I mean, that is a huge driver during the summer of meat consumption. And so when we see that back off, the industry's going to take a hit because those products are not going to be disappearing from there. And I doubt people are going to be buying that many hot dogs and hamburgers to bring home to them.
So, there's obviously a lot of negatives right now in agricultural markets, but are there any potential positive outcomes that may be a result of improvements in certain types of meat demand?
I think, Aaron, that I said it was a kind of a con here, that people aren't going to know how to prepare certain cuts of meat and so on and so forth. But I think this particular situation will probably cause people to learn how to cook certain cuts of meat and prepare certain cuts of meat at home. And so as we get through this situation and we get back to you can put it in quotations, a more normal type of meat demand and beef demand, we'll probably see some of these cuts keep on coming home that used to not come home to be prepared because people have been forced to learn how to prepare them to meet their taste palate. There will also be pent-up demand for beef. When people get back into that normal routine of income and workforce, they're going to want beef. People desire beef. So if those consumers move down the rung, to a pork or a poultry, or maybe even without as much meat, there's going to be a short window where people are going to hit the beef aisle hard, and so that'll mean strong margins at the packer level, and it should feed down all the way down to our cow-calf producers.
If that's to happen, that'll be music to a lot of people's ears on that side of the supply chain. So thank you, Dr. Griffith, and thank you to the viewers for joining us for Crops, Cattle, and Charley, and we hope you'll join us again. Thank you.